Hey Stink, it's Season Love, SENLUV, that's who I be. And amongst many other things, I am a healer, a money healer to be specific, a spiritual lifestyle coach, if you will. Welcome to Friday's community money healing session. If you're drawn to this video, if you're drawn to me and my energy and the things that I say, then you are part of the community. Welcome, my love. Welcome. It is so beautiful to have you. Yeah, I'm just going to listen to spirit. I'm going to give off any messages that I get. I'm going to be using 3 decks today. I have my Oracle deck, my Tarot deck, and my Chakra Affirmation Healing deck. Before we get into today's money healing message, I just want to explain to you guys a little bit more about why money healing. I think that given the state of the world and given that we have all been forced into this unhealthy capitalistic society, there is so much healing that could be given and just spread around to people. I feel like all of us as individuals have very, very, very beautiful individual stories to tell, and in order for us to get to that point of authenticity, we have to be real with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have to be real about our conditioning. We have to really stand up and choose a better life for ourselves. You know what I mean? That's what I see money healing as, is choosing a better life for yourself. Because we can sit here and act like everything is okay, or we want to, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make things okay. We can sit here and act like this system is benefiting us, and that may be some people's perspective right now, you know what I'm saying? Because some people don't realize and understand when they need help, because their capacity of what they deserve is so small. Some people don't know that they deserve better. Some people don't know that there's a better life out there waiting for them in a different reality that they haven't aligned themselves with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, money healing is truthfully understanding that it could be better. You know what I'm saying? Your financial life, it shouldn't be a clutch that keeps you down. As soon as you think about your bank account, you start stressing out. You know what I'm saying? You're stressing about where your next paycheck is going to come from, or how are you going to do this, or how are you going to achieve this goal. You know, like all of these ideologies and ideas that we have wrapped into our heads, you know, unwillingly, of course, because, you know, everybody has free will, but we can all admit that, you know, in today's society and how they created society, they've made us like certain things. You know what I'm saying? They've made us complacent in certain things. You know what I mean? And I just feel like me, as, you know, the glitch in the matrix, I call myself, is to show everybody that life does not have to be this way. It does not have to be stressful. You know what I'm saying? Especially the business aspect of it. You know what I mean? Because there's 2 sets of people. There's the, you know, hustlers, the ones that actually like working. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the working life and just the, you know, I guess grind or hustle that this side of people love to do is wrong. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. We deserve to go after the things that we want and be ambitious. However, we don't deserve to attain these things through selfishness and greed. We don't deserve to have to live in low vibrations in order to achieve a better life for ourselves and our businesses. It doesn't have to be like that. And then for the people on this side that, you know, don't really have ambition, truthfully, like, you know, it's not in their body to want to get up and work every single day, you know, or even have this big, you know, passion and meaning on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is like this side of people, but for the people on this side of people, it's important to realize that it's important to realize that this human experience truly is meant for us to experience the spectrum of human emotions and master just being, and understanding that life does not have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a struggle. You know what I mean? Like, money healing and money is more of an energy than it is a physical thing. You may think that you need the physical thing in order to be okay right now in this present moment. But all you need to do is calm down. All you need to do is change your perspective. You know what I mean? In order for things like not having money and not knowing or losing your job or not knowing where your next check is going to come from, in order for experience like that to be of ease, to be simple, so it doesn't stress you out, because you don't deserve to stress. You don't deserve to stress. You don't deserve to be confirmation. You do not deserve to be shaking and rolling every time your bank account starts getting low. You don't deserve that type of lifestyle, and I'm here to help us through it. So we're gonna start. Ooh, my nose is itchy. Like, I want to say, with this Cancer full moon, there's this big energy around comfortability, and from my money healing perspective, how I'm interpreting this energy is identifying and analyzing the things that we're complacent in. This was one of my this was some money healing advice that I had gotten. For one of these days this week, I said, you know, what would you do if you didn't have certain things in your life? You know what I'm saying? What would you do if you didn't have, you know, the things that you're comfortable in right now? It's important to exercise duality when it comes to your financial life, especially because you might not have that thing tomorrow. And that's just the tea. You know what I'm saying? Everything in your external is 100% optional and, you know, not permanent. True shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't truly, genuinely depend on other people or other things outside of yourself, because none of that is permanent. None of that is promised to you. So when you... So when you put all of your all of your attention into one thing, one person, you know what I'm saying? And you're hoping, wishing, praying that this one thing or this one person will pull through. You know what I mean? That's leaving you very very closed off from the possibilities that life has to give you. Life is so, you never know what the fuck is gonna happen, Stank. You dead ass never know what's gonna happen. You don't know what your blessings are gonna look at. You don't know what your blessings are gonna look like. Release the idea of thinking that things are gonna turn out how you think they're gonna turn out. Repeat this with me. My illusions do not define my reality. Go ahead, say it. My illusions do not define my reality. And so it is, because no, they do not. It is so crucial for us to understand that the only thing we have control over is ourselves. The only thing we truly have control over is ourselves and our reactions, the things that we do, the things that we say. So if in this human experience, that's the only thing you truly have control over, what are you doing in order to exercise that control? Because if you're not doing anything, that means you're letting other things control you, like external validation. Like I was saying, that means that you're like letting external things affect you, and you can't do that, because once you allow external shit to taint your once you allow external things to taint your kind of perception of the world, that takes you out of your individuality automatically. Like, you can't, let me try to explain this in the best. My nose is itchy. Oh my gosh. My nose is so itchy. Yeah, every time my nose is itchy, I think of like ancestral stuff. Like, somebody needs to connect with their ancestors more and get to their roots. That's what this Cancer new moon is really all about. The energy of this new moon is really pulling out and like kind of I get a vision of like somebody pulling a carpet from underneath something, or pulling a table from underneath pulling a tablecloth from off of a table, and then all the stuff coming and crashing and all getting disgusting. That's the vision that I got. Like, this Cancer new moon is really showing you exactly what you're complacent in. What are the things that you have become a little bit too comfortable in? You know what I mean? What are the things that you've been doing for so very long? Because these things that seemingly feel like they ground us could be the same things that are stopping us from our growth. It can quite literally be the same exact thing that is stopping us from our growth. Because once we manifest a new reality and we're asking Spirit, we're asking God, we're praying to God, oh please, I want new, I want this new this, I want this new that, oh can I please get this, oh I want this so bad, oh Spirit, God, please, universe, please, let me get this. Please understand that God hears you. The universe hears you. However, you will not get the things that you are asking for if you do not release the things that do not serve you. Because you cannot manifest a new reality and act the same way in that reality. Which is why this Cancer new moon is pulling out the carpet from underneath you. I feel like if this time in your life feels chaotic right now, it's just because your what you deem as your stability and what you deem as your comfort spaces are kind of being shaken up right now. And that's in order, just because, you know, true growth never comes from comfort zones. You know what I'm saying? If you are asking for better, if you have been praying for change, then change is going to come to you. Regardless, change is going to come to you if you have been asking for it. The divine hears all requests, all questions. The divine hears all of it. God hears all of it. So if you ask for change, then it is coming to you. But you have to understand that change requires release. You have to understand that the change that you want to see is going to come from change within yourself. It's going to come from you releasing the shit that you used to do and starting to move like the person that you want to become. Because it's not just a flip of a switch. You don't just wake up and start being that bitch. You have to work every single day to be that bitch and weak. Or that nigga, you know what I'm saying? You have to work every day to be that guy. Truthfully. You dead ass do. This is not no like fairy odd parents do. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors not gonna come in your room and give you everything that you're asking for. That's not how it works. That's not what's gonna happen. You have to actually do the work. You have to actually face the hard shit that you don't want to face. And a lot of the times, that is change. Please take it from me, girl. Take it from me, girl. Take it from me. My spiritualist, Krista, when I was going through hard times and, you know, she was helping me out and shit like that, I think the biggest thing that she made me realize, out of all the amazing healing that she's given me, was a big part of this spiritual journey and being spiritual, you know what I'm saying? And being spiritual, you know what I'm saying? First of all, what being spiritual is, and for everybody that like has this misconception as if it's in like a hardcore religion that people follow, like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like, all spirituality is healing yourself. That's it. It's opening up your awareness. Right now, a lot of people's awareness is like this. So you can't understand the point that somebody's hitting you with that's going here or here or here, because your perception and your awareness is only like this. However, when you heal yourself and you start acknowledging your hurts, you start acknowledging the shit that you've been through and giving yourself grace for all of your mistakes and forgiving not only yourself but the people that have done you wrong, your awareness starts to open up and you start to understand more and more and more. And that is what the spiritual journey is. That is what this healing journey is. You know what I'm saying? It's bettering yourself. It's looking at yourself from months ago or years ago, or looking at your inner child and seeing like, oh wow, you know, seeing your innocence. You know what I'm saying? And seeing how the world, the external world has affected you. Because we can all say when we were kids, and when we see kids today, they're innocent. They go off of their instincts. The healing journey, the spiritual journey, is getting back to that innocence. And that requires fucking work. That requires shadow work. That requires accountability. And that requires us to honestly exercise being without the push of somebody from the external, being without internalizing other people's ideologies and beliefs, being without the conditioning that has affected all of us. Analyze the things that you are comfortable with and oh, my nose, god damn. My nose is itchy. Ever since I started this reading, my nose has been itching. Somebody needs to talk to their ancestors. That's what that means for me. When my nose be itching, that signifies that my granny is with me. Somebody needs to speak to their ancestors. Somebody needs to go within, start doing the work within. Oh, hello. Start doing the work within in order to really start getting the answers. I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah. Because you're not in this by yourself. You're not doing this by yourself. You're not in this human experience by yourself. You have people to help you around you, that your support system. And if you don't, then understand that your support system is your peoples in the spiritual realm, is your ancestors that move through the divine in order to communicate with you, in order to be with you every single moment of the day. It seems like, oh my gosh, my nose is itching me crazy right now. Yeah, there's a possibility of being strong in the wrong things. Like I said, we could be complacent and comfortable in certain things, but that same thing could literally be detrimental to our growth as a human in this lifetime. Make sure you're able to differentiate comfortability with complacency. Just because it doesn't feel comfortable, just because it feels comfortable doesn't always mean it's the best thing for you to be doing. Doesn't always mean that it's the best thing for confirmation. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's the thing that you're supposed to be indulging in, that you're supposed to stay in. You know what I mean? Like I said, analyze the shit that you are comfortable in. Analyze the things that you have been doing for years and years and years and years and years. Start thinking about shit like that. Acknowledge the patterns that occur in your life, I'm hearing. When you feel similar energies with new people or new experiences, like you're in this new experience or you're with this new person, it's like, I felt this energy before. That's because you're going through a cycle. You're repeating a cycle, actually, I meant. That means you're repeating a cycle. That means whatever situation that you're in right now is something that you need to learn and heal from in order to progress. Because you're going to keep feeling that similar energy just in different people if you don't learn your lesson that the divine is trying to teach you through these multiple situations that they've given you. And this is where shadow work comes in. This is where going back and actually doing and thinking about like, okay, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? This is how this made me feel last time with this person. Okay. I see the similarities. Okay, let me move different in this new scenario, because that's how you show yourself and you show the divine that you have grown from that. Witchcraft. Okay. Right, that's how you show the divine. That's how you show yourself that you've actually grown from a situation. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, my fucking nose is itching me. It's ridiculous. Allowing yourself to be free. Allowing your imagination to be free is what I heard. Allowing your imagination to run wild. Because the reason that we might stay complacent in certain things is because we're scared. Let's admit it. It's okay. And see, if you're just starting out your spiritual journey, or your healing journey, I want to call it now, because people think spiritual is just this some big mystical thing. It's healing yourself, which most of us are scared to do, because a lot of us are scared to face our own demons. It's literally just healing yourself. The reason that we remain complacent in certain things is because we're scared. You're scared of change. And like I was saying, the biggest thing that I learned from my spiritualist, her name is Krista. You guys should go and follow her. It's Krista. Is getting used to change. Because once you start healing yourself and you start asking for more from the universe, that is going to require more from you. It is going to require you to start upping your self-love game. How much do you really love yourself? Like, okay, self-love, you know, taking yourself out, spending money, okay. But, how much do you really love yourself? When you know in your head you should cut off these people, but because, you know, you're scared of not having, or not getting, or not having friends at all, or you're scared of being lonely, you're going to keep these friends around. That is self-sabotage and detrimental to your growth. And at some point, you have to weigh out which one is more important. External people or yourself. True tea. Because the same shit that you're complacent in, the same shit that you say like, oh, I've been doing this for mad long, I've been doing I've been doing this, that's keeping you stagnant. It could be keeping you stagnant right now. You can't ask for a new reality. You can't ask for new shit. You can't ask for a new world and all these good and beautiful things if you're gonna remain the same. It can't work like that. Truthfully, genuinely. And I dead learned that the hard way. I'm so fucking weak. Because when you self-sabotage, you don't only sabotage yourself. You hurt the other people around you. You dead ass do. And because of my self-sabotage, I've hurt people that I love. And I don't regret anything in my life, because everything is a lesson. But I was feeling bad before. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't feel good to hurt the people that you love. It does not feel good especially when it's literally shit that you know you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? When it's shit that you're complacent in that you know you shouldn't be complacent anymore. The worst type of self-sabotage is self-sabotage that you're aware about. And trust me, I know that about self-sabotage that I'm aware about because I have this Sag rising, and girl, I be knowing. I be hearing exactly what the fuck is wrong. I be hearing the answers in my head. I just be thinking it's a joke. I used to think it was a joke. I used to be like, nah, I'm not right. It's okay. And then a situation will play out, and I'll see exactly why I should have listened to myself in the first place. Because I fucked up. I self-sabotaged. What's up, Stink? Like, you have to be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you really want change, if you really want to level up in your life, you have to analyze shit. You have to look at things. Look at the situations, the people, the stuff that you accept, the things that you block yourself off from. Think about that shit. Wisdom and discernment. I am open to understanding the spiritual truths behind the situations occurring in my life right now. I offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. I trust in a higher source to guide me and to help others who ask for my guidance. I practice discernment and listen deeply within for the truth. I choose to respond to rather than just reacting to situations, acting with clarity, courage, and conviction. And then this self-discipline card came out again. I'm weak. Got some heart chakra energy, throat chakra energy, third eye chakra energy, and solar plexus energy. I think I'm going to do a video explaining the chakras and what they are. The chakras are the energy centers of your body. And I think that the chakras really help give some like real life perspective to spirituality, because chakras literally are the energy centers of your body, and these energy centers of your body, if they're too open or too closed, then they can affect how you maneuver in your physical reality. Ooh. The answers are in your head. You know the answers. I feel like somebody, like I'm getting a Sag rising energy of like, you know what you want out of life. Sirens 555, and things can change. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords right now for some reason. Yeah, Seven of Swords of just fast pace. Like things are gonna start moving quickly. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to come to you, but you have to be willing to accept whether you're ready for it or not, because you don't know how your blessings are going to come. You don't know how the things that you say that you want are going to manifest into your life. You can't sit here and exactly like, you can't play out the scenario in your head for how things are going to happen for you in your lifetime. You just have to wait for it to come. Oh my gosh, my nose. So in that waiting period, how are you exercising? How are you practicing for your new reality? How are you preparing for the things that you say that you want? Because if your blessings come to you and you're not ready for it, that's on you. That's dead on you, because you asked for it, and you asked for this change, and this change will come about, I'm hearing, whether you're ready for it or not. Especially if you keep asking for it. You keep asking for it, it's definitely going to come to you, because your words are powerful. Your words are very, very powerful. But what does that mean for the stability of the thing that you say that you want? Because it can come to you, but that don't mean it's going to stay with you. And that don't mean you're going to be able to keep it. That don't mean you're going to be able to maintain it. So if every single moment of our lives, Spirit is giving us lessons and trials and tribulations in order for us to grow, how are we utilizing and harnessing those very lessons within the circumstances in our lives in order to prepare for the things that we say that we want. You have to ask yourself these hard questions. And ask others too, I'm hearing. I feel like there's people, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I like doing these collective messages, because I don't know who is on here watching right now. I don't know who's window watching and has been window watching for the past couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's hearing my voice right now. And I don't know who will watch this video when I post it today. But it's like, there's some shit that you can't question. You just have to do it. Yes, we all have free will on this earth, but something that I learned from my ancestors and how they Rastafarian, so they be on my ass. They be on my fucking dick, bro. No funny shit. They be on me, bro. Word to my dead, they be on me, bro. It is not a game over here. Like, it's literally like they be like physically scratching my ears, bro, so that I can listen to them. You know what I mean? And that's just because I have a big purpose on this earth, and there's things that I'm meant to do, and there's things that I'm meant to say. Like sitting right here and talking to whoever's watching this right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs my words. Somebody needs my healing. So they pride themselves on keeping me on track and making sure that I have the understanding and wisdom and I'm healed enough to heal my collective. Therefore, they are a little hard on me sometimes. You know what I mean? So honing in on that inner knowing. And I guarantee you, if I didn't start listening to my ancestors and I didn't start listening to my inner knowledge and the shit that I truly feel inside, I wouldn't have gotten this far in my journey. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a process. Instant gratification is something that I spoke about in my last Money Healing Monologues episode, and you should go watch that. It is on Anchor, Spotify, and YouTube. It's a podcast. I think that somebody here is kind of too worried about the material. You're too worried about the instant and things instantly coming to you. The things just flow, like just coming into your life out of nowhere. Once again, just because it comes to you and just because it manifests in your physical reality does not mean that you're ready for it or able to maintain it. Hello, Stink. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It does not mean that you're ready for it. And that's self-sabotage in itself. Because you can ask for all of these things, but you're avoiding the necessary work in order to actually obtain these things. And in order to understand what work really needs to be done, you need to connect with yourself. And connecting yourself with yourself is connecting with spirit. You near North Side Chicago? Nowhere near. Think about it. I'm from NYC, New York City. Yeah. But yeah, you have to get to know yourself. That's crazy. That literally aligns with my blog post from last Sunday. Getting to know yourself. You should go read that. It's up on my blog, seasonlove.org. Know thyself. Getting to know yourself and understanding yourself. And knowing why you do the things that you do and doing the necessary shadow work. I post shadow work prompts every single day on my Instagram story because I do shadow work every single day. So I'm not telling you to do nothing that I don't be doing myself. Like I said, my ancestors are mad hard on me. Real Rastafarian over here, so. So if you're not going to do the necessary work in order to maintain the things that you want, because once again, you can get it. You can achieve it. If you keep asking for it, it's going to come to you. But that does not mean that it is any type of sustainable. That does not mean that it's going to be here for a long time, because if you don't understand the healing that is required in order to have it, then you're going to lose it. And it is as simple as that. What does connecting to spirit mean to you? What does connecting to yourself mean to you? what does self-discipline mean to you? You know what I mean? What's good? How you doing today? If you message me, I didn't get it. But I remember you said you was gonna message me, but you never did. So I hope you're having a beautiful day though. Where was I at? Yeah. Opening up that heart space and giving yourself grace through all of these trials and tribulations that Spirit puts through, or Spirit puts us through. You know what I mean? Because, and I say us, and I'm feeling the need to emphasize us so that you don't feel alone. Because this is not something that you're doing by yourself. You're not healing